Hello everyone, welcome along to a brand new video today, and it's a different type of video. Now this is a map review for a new map that's just hit ModHub. It's available on all platforms, so that's PC, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you want, so that's great news for the community. It's by the team Blacksheep Modding, and it's called the Old Stream Farm. Now this is a famous farm of the 70s, back for even more fun. It is located in a fictional European-style countryside. The roads will take you to the small town of Dorfbach in Grunwald. Because of Grunwald, I'm going to say this map is set in Germany. I think that seems like a reasonable kind of assumption to make here. And this is one that I have definitely played before. I can't remember off the top of my head though if it was FS17 or FS19. If it was 19, it was back towards the start of it. I remember I really liked this map. But whenever I saw the video on Blacksheep Modding's website and then had a look through the mod hub, it definitely came flooding back to me. So what we'll do is we'll jump down out of the hot air balloon here and we'll take a little look around. Before we go anywhere yet though, I'll just have a little scan up here, and you can see that large building at about the 6 o'clock position, 7 o'clock position on the map. That is your shop, and if you go directly north of that through the pylon, you'll see the brown field, and there we're just in the 12 o'clock now, and that is your home farm. So that is where you will be starting from, and you can obviously see the old stream meandering through the map on the right hand side there. Now this map does have traffic. You can just see the little yellow car driving around the road there. So it is pretty interactive, and we've got a lot of things to look at today. Right, so what we'll do first is jump into the menu system here and have a look at the equipment that we start with. This is on new farmer mode at the minute. So small tractors, we get the Fendt Favorite 511C, 115 horsepower, front and rear PTO. It's a really good solid starting tractor this. Skipping on to mediums, we see our John Deere 7810. Slightly bigger one, this one, 175 horsepower. Really good all-rounder. We have your Dutzfar Topliner 4090H for the combine. That does come with the matching grain header, and we also have the header trailer for this one supplied too. This one will be able to do all your common oats, barley, canola, sorghum, all that good kind of stuff. We also have a little front loader here, so this is one of the little articulated ones, the Schaefer 2630, good for bale handling. I think it's used for mucking out the pens as well. Really good, really easy to maneuver. Comes with a bucket, no bale spikes, no nothing like that, so you would have to get hold of one of them. We have the newer version of the pickup here, the 2017. Ignore the quad bike here, I did add this one in myself. That's going to be the vehicle I use to tour the map. So we get a nice modern pickup. For our trailer, we get the classic class Carif 140 TD. Probably, for my money, the best trailer in the game, certainly for starting out. Fantastic value for money, really good capacity, excellent trailer. Moving on, we get a little 3-furrow reversible plough. Only takes 85 horsepower, so it's quite easy to pull that one. Works on any of your starting tractors. Same kind of thing as your cultivator, 90 horsepower required, 2.5 meters width. It's not a massive cultivator, but it's a good enough one to get you started. We have a seeder, which is actually combined with the power harrow, the HK25 and NS3030, 3 meter working width. Essentially, it's a direct drill for your grain crops. And then moving on again, we've got a couple of weights. One branded John Deere, obviously for the John Deere, and a unbranded one, or a 10 Winkle one, which is used on the Fendt at the minute. So whilst we're up here in the hot air balloon, we can take a little bit of a look around, and you'll see a little red dot down the bottom. That's me in the quad. I'm just going to jump into that one for us now. Now this is my first time driving around here. I haven't been touring this map before. I've got a vague recollection of where things were from before. Hope you like my snazzy haircut and my Massey Ferguson jumper, by the way. I think it looked very stylish. But we'll take a little look around the shop first. So this is where all your implements will come in, where you buy and sell everything like that. Now one thing I really like straight off the bat with this is that the actual shop icon is inside the building. You have to go in order to access the sales desk. Very nice touch that, and a well decorated shop inside. If we go back outside, we'll see if we can get to the maintenance trigger right at the side here. Goes into a really nice big workshop as well. Again, really well modelled, looks authentic, looks genuine. Really good work by Blacksheep Modding as ever. For now, we'll jump back onto the quad and head across to our farm. Now the farm is actually really close to the shop. It's one of the advantages here, so if you are buying a lot of equipment at the start, you're having to drive up and down the map all the time just to get it back to your farm. Really good positioning done for this. As we drive past here now on the right hand side, you'll see one of the fields that we own. And turning into here, we get a little dead end sign. This is our part of the world. And we're coming up onto our property line now. And these nice big gates, I remember them from before. If I remember right, they should. Yep, they open and let us through there. We'll take a drive in, just past the house at the minute. Yeah, remember that big tree in the middle as well. This is all coming back to me now. The washing stall out as well, haven't taken that in. It does look like the inside of the house is modelled as well. Can you, yeah, you can get in. Wow, okay, this is extremely well done inside. There's been a lot of time and care. Point over here. That's our sleep trigger. Okay, so that's where you go in the evening whenever you want to sleep. Got sofa, TV through here. Looks like we're going out into the garage here. Yeah, another door, another way in. And yeah, this looks like some form of a barn, a store. There's our pickup. So the pickup would come in here, live in here. And yes, okay, we have our maintenance shed just in front of us. So bring the equipment in here. You can maintain everything at home on your own farm. And around here, I see a little animal trigger. What's this? Chicken coop. Okay, yes, this is where we keep our chickens. 150 chickens we can have in here. Now, you own all of these already. These are already on your farm, so you're not having to spend the extra money buying things. Oh, I've seen that horn before from some other mods. I wonder if they were Blacksheep Modding too. And this, I'm assuming, then is where your eggs will all spawn. Loading trigger, that will be where your grain goes in then, obviously, yeah. So that's where you'll put your barley, your sorghum, your wheat in there to feed your chickens. We'll come on round to the side and wow, okay, that's a huge structure. So what's that, a 4 bay shed? Perfect as a drive-through shed. You can put your combines in here, your headers. You can drive straight through. You don't have to worry about reversing in with awkward trailers. If you've got a dolly trailer especially, it's really good for that. Now this up here is another big barn. It looks, I'm going to guess cow shed in this one. Yeah, it's a cow barn. Ooh, this is a fancy cow barn. Automatic milkers over there. A lot of space in here. Really liking the look of this one. And up here we have our tipping point. Yeah, so that must be where you come in with your feed for the animals. Another door that opens and takes me outside. Okay, so this will be the cow pasture in there. Yeah, I remember previously this was an actual field. Here's the trigger for buying them as well. So 150 cows we can have in this. It's a good number. If you manage to put 150 in there, you'll be producing a lot of milk. I really like these little fences. Very, very unique. Yeah, there's a lot of unique mods and a lot of unique modelling done on this. And into a silage pit. Yes, the old classic combination of 2 silage pits up a side ramp now. Remember this? Wow, okay, this is all coming back now. Really good idea, this. Having it in split levels like that, because you can reverse your trailer up into that and tip into the silage pit, and you don't have that kind of awkward thing where you keep getting stuck over the areas that you've tipped in before. I remember that from before. Really good to see that back again. Here we've got another building as well, another barn. Really good for keeping straw, hay in, anything like that. Good covered shelter. Ooh, a tipping point, or not a tipping point, an exit point. It's going to be slurry. Slurry, I'm assuming, there for the cows. And this one, a filling point, that will be for the milk. Yeah, it looks like a big milk tank in here. So this will be where you go and fill up your milk. Ooh, 3.7 degrees, nice and cold. And another animal point across here. Everything is located on your own yard here, which is really great to start off with. This is your pigsty, this one. So we can hold 60 pigs on this. I haven't done any pigs yet in FS, so it'll be an interesting one to do. We've got a feed point, and there's the header. Or rather the header trailer for the combine, and over here we have the combine and header in another storage area, and another large storage area. Easily fills that. Smaller one beside it, which I'd say the combine would probably fit in by itself. another couple of doors. There's more storage. Yeah, wow, we've got a lot of equipment storage in here. We could, yeah, you're not going to run out of space. You wouldn't have to be putting up barns in this place. Just take a look in there. This is, that's back into the pigsty again. Another slurry point there, I'm assuming. Ooh, even more storage. It's a bit of a through barn, this one, I suppose. It's good to drive through. Is that a light switch? What happens if I hit this? Yes, the lights come on. Yeah, it's a bit of a through one, but again, loads and loads of storage space. Ah, here we have the John Deere with the class trailer. And I remember this, the drive-through silo. So this is where you tip all your stuff off and you actually reload your trailers again too. Really good location this, because you can drive straight through, sort of massive high roof. You don't have to worry about tipping trailers hitting the roof. I remember this, really good feature on the map. If we take a walk through as well, oh, look in there, we can see the actual silo bins. Oh, some deer too, deer running through the farm. So yeah, so this is the grain bins that everything goes into. Yeah, lots of deer running around here. You don't often get to see them running towards you, they're always running away from you. So we're coming back round to where we started at now. We can see the front loader there and the cultivator off to the side as well. Modelling on this does look excellent. A lot of attention to detail, and just spy actually another couple of sheds off here. Have we been in here yet? No. Wow. Again, another big storage area. Another light switch. Yeah. You've got plenty of space to be putting things here. It's really nicely laid out. Ah, and there's our cedar and plough. Yeah. It looks like a good healthy crop of tomatoes growing in the garden here too. Scarecrow keeping all the birds away. Oh, we do seem to have left our hedge trimmer out. Careful it doesn't rain in. More deer. More deer running all through the farm. And even more storage. Is this 2 more barns? Oh, no. I know what this is. This is going to be the sheep point. We haven't seen this yet. Again, I remember this from the previous one with that drive-through barn into the paddock. Yeah, definitely remember that. Brings back memories again. So that's where our sheep live, around here. Yes, we've got a trigger then for buying sheep. So we can have 100 sheep on this one. Not a huge paddock for them, but more than adequate, I think. Ooh, they even come with their own little pond, their own little lake. I wonder if we could draw water out of that. So this must obviously be getting fed by the old stream. Follow that around and back to where we started again. This is one of our fields at the front of the house. I remember cutting grass in that a lot of times before. What we'll do now is we'll take a look at the actual map as well and all the fields on it and see what we get here. So this is what we start off with a new farmer. The blues obviously are bits of land. We have field number 1 and field number 2, and that includes the yard. That's the only fields we do have, but the good news is there's lots of fields all around us here, and they're all individually mapped and individually priced in this map. As you can see, you can buy a small field, big field. You don't have to buy patches of land, and nothing's extortionate there. Like fields in the £100,000 mark. So number 2 that we own, worth £90,000. Number 3, what's that, 118,000. So nothing astronomical. You can go all the way down to number 12 there for 16,000. Everything's well within reach, and you can travel the length and breadth of the map actually to find stuff on this. So it really does help to mix it up. There's no traditional, completely square fields. There's lots of curved edges, lots of organic looking stuff in this. It's a much more realistic map. I think number 2 and 3 is actually probably the squarest fields in the whole map. We'll jump back up into the sky here for a second, take a look around. So we see fields 1 and 2 in front of us. I'm pretty sure that grass field used to be a field before as well. I remember harvesting that. Seems to be just an animal paddock now. Yeah, so that'll be where the cows go out to graze. Number 2, that's a big field actually whenever we see it there. It does look like it could be fairly steep in the middle. Could be interesting with a underpowered combine, or if you're throwing a lot of weight up it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure definitely remember harvesting crop in that before. But it would be a good one to sow out to grass so you could keep it still as your cow pasture and take silage off it. These ones in the background, these all belong to the neighbours, but it would kind of seem logical if you're doing a roleplay to buy them up early, add them off to your existing farm. Definitely ones to target anyway. Now there's a lot of productions available on this map, but we don't start off owning any of them, so we would have to buy them as we go along. That's the sties and the barns, etc. that we do on at the minute. So that's all the stuff that we've looked at there in the home yard. There is others available throughout the map as well. I think there's an extra sheep pen, there's horses. I think there's another cow barn somewhere as well, so if you did want to expand it out beyond the numbers that we can do. But what we'll do for now is once we've finished exploring the yard here, we'll jump back on the quad and take a little spin around the map just to see what everything else is like. Now this is quite a bendy, twisty little map, and it's pretty easy to navigate though from what I remember. It's really one main road and everything branches off. And yeah, this is another entrance into the farm. So kind of rather than going through the big main gates, it's like a little farm entrance gate. It takes you straight into that field if you're using the dirty equipment and don't want to get your driveway all dirty. Now, anyone that's seen my videos before and watched me drive around the place will know I have a terrible sense of direction. So I'm just going to take a little look at the map first, figure out whereabouts I want to go. We'll turn on the productions here because that's what I'm going to concentrate on mostly. And see what we have. So down here in the southwest corner we've got a grain mill. Yeah, that's good. Really good one to aspire to buy. We've got a sawmill and carpentry both sitting beside each other. Biogas plant there, yeah. And a sugar mill. Okay, that's all good. We've got a spinnery and I'm going to assume a tailor's beside it. Ah no, it's a grape processing. Ah, tailor's is across the road. Oh, and up there we've got a dairy. And that's not very far away from our farm actually. So a lot of the production's all on that eastern side of the map. Ah, we've got a little bakery in the middle of town there too. Yeah, everything's really well and naturally positioned. Right, I think we'll take a little look for that bakery first. I'll pop that map away, see if I can remember where it is now. Now we are in Germany, yep, so driving on the right hand side of the road. Looking at the mini map up here, I should have something coming up on the left hand side and the right hand side. So right hand side, that's back to where the shop was of course. Yep, so this is where we'll pick up all our equipment, do our sales, all that kind of good stuff. And then straight across from there on the left, I can spy a drop off point now, and yep, that's a little bakery. Well, it blends in there really nicely. Again, top notch job on map building here. It looks completely authentic and in place. Yeah, that's really good. Really like that. And £50,000 that one will cost to buy. Sorry, I say £50,000. I do mean 50,000 euros. Sorry, force of habit. We are of course in Germany, and I think I have actually changed the denominations to euros in this. Right, from there we will take a bit of a drive around. Oh, sorry mister, I think I might be driving around a one-way system the wrong way there. We'll get out on the main road again, and wow, just look at the houses around here. Everything's modelled really, really nicely. I don't know if these have all been created specifically for this map or what, but oh, that's the church. I've read on the, not on the homepage, on the Facebook page, some people have said about the bells going off too frequently on the map, but I can't remember hearing them so far. Certainly if I have, or if they have been going off, I haven't noticed them. And that must be the stream that we've been named after here. Let's park up here actually and see if we can take a little walk down into it. It's quite a steep bank, but yeah, very nice, very shiny, reflective. Oh, it's not very deep. That's where it gets its name from. That is the old stream. Right, so if we follow this road on around, this is pretty much what I would have called the main road on the map. From what I recall before, yeah, there's a couple of twists and turns here. I remember driving around this before actually, yeah, clipping corners and clipping bridges as you go across the old stream here and there. Looks like we've got a sign in front of us here as well. So where does this take us to? Ooh, need a bit of a better brake on this quad. Alright, so it takes us to places on the actual map. So the dairy, the elevator, and biogas plant. The town of Dorfbach. Right, let's head left to start with here then. See what we can see up here. Okay, I spy something down here on the right hand side. Yeah, there's a little roadway coming in here. Ooh, so this first one, this one This one looks like, oh, what do you call this? The biofuels or something like that. It's somewhere you can go and sell wood in. And I'll definitely use that one before No Man's Land. Little driveway takes you all the way around again as well, so you can go straight out. There is something down below us here as well. I do really like the way you use the split levels and all of this. And the way you transition from one to another is fantastic. It just feels like real life. I know what this is. So this is the debris crusher, and that's really clever because they put the line point right beside it. So you put your stones in the crusher, get your line from there. That's really well thought out. Kudos on that, I really like that. We can drive around here as well in a circle and go up another ramp and get back out again. Yeah, perfect. Really well modelled this. He's thought about the layout on this a lot. Another couple of productions coming up here. One on the left hand side. Yep. Ooh, what's this one? I'm not fully familiar in what these all are yet. Oh, sugar mill. Yep, so this is where we make the sugar. Take your sugar beet to this one. £80,000 for that one. They do seem quite loud. Hopefully you can hear me over them all. I don't know if I've got the volume turned up too high for them at the minute, or if they are just loud production facilities. Go up over another way bridge into another one, and it's a biogas plant. Okay, good place for your silage. Get your digestate. You can sell slurry and stuff in that as well now, I think. Okay, I see another one here at the end of this. Not sure what this one is. Don't recognize the shape of it. Okay, there's an info point up here in front of us. We'll just call in and see what that is. I know what it is now. You can rent the train. So this is the train silo. Yes, there was a big silo, so you can go rent the train from there. You can store your stuff in here. This is, yeah, I know where we are now. Yeah, so that's, you can fill from in there, empty into one beside it. Okay, yeah. Obviously we haven't mentioned it yet, but yeah, there is a working train on this as well. So it's just like the train you'll get on the base game maps. Oh, speaking of trains, there we go. We get to see one in motion. Yep, definitely works. We can see it now, it's been there. Right, I've got another one coming up here on the left and turning here. Yep, there we go, it's on the right hand side. What's this one? Needle and stitch. So this is going to be the tailors. So if you're doing sheep, obviously you have your spinnery. You can click into here and change your outfit as well. Okay, I never knew that. But yeah, so this is where you would take your fabric and make your clothes from and things like that. Ooh, £100,000 to buy this one. That's an expensive one. But yeah, I love how the whole thing's just knitted together. It seems like it's been modelled out of real life. We're in a dead end in this one, but I'm going to chance it anyway, see what we find. Doesn't look like a dead end so far. Bit of a cult. No, this road goes all the way through. Maybe wouldn't want to be taking a 40-foot trailer through there, but definitely wouldn't have called it a dead end. And another one here on the left-hand side. So, it's the dairy. Now this is one I would be very interested in for this map. I think it really looks like it just suits doing cows on, just because of that fantastic cow barn that you do have at home. But then you also do have a really good sheep pasture as well, and the tailor shops there. I think everything looks like it'd be really good in this one. So what I'm going to try and find here is a bit of woodland. Here we are, so I can see some on the map. I'll try and take a bit of a drive through it just to see what they look like. It looks like he's done a big variety of trees on this. It's not just your standard farms and, is it spruce trees? Is your generic ones. It looks really good. Obviously doesn't make forestry very easy on it, as those things are hard to manipulate and cut down and then saw up into pieces. And sorry, Mr. Neighbour, I'm just driving through your crops here at the minute, through your stubble. I'm actually looking for the little dirt path that I can see on the map. Take a scoot across here. Yeah, there we go. So this is a little farmer's track that's kind of shortcuts from the yard up into the village. Turn around, come back down here, and we're back home again. So yeah, this is why I think those fields up the back really need to be bought early on as part of the yard extension. Numbers 5 and 6 especially. That's an excellent shortcut way up to the dairy there as well. So yeah, that definitely leads me to thinking doing cattle on this would be a really good move. Right, but we'll take a burn out of here and back up to the main part of the map again. Swing round and get across the river. Little small bridge there. Definitely remember clipping tires and tractors and trailers over this bridge. I would always cut it too fine and end up having the trailer bouncing. So this time we'll follow this road on round to the end and see what this southwestern corner of the map's like. In the meantime, I'm just really enjoying the view looking around here, and the woodlands, the farms, the trees, the fields, everything just looks fantastic. Okay, so heading right this time, heading down towards the livestock yard. This will bring us into the southwestern corner of the map. Coming up on our sides, yeah, it's a big field. Oh, we've got a windmill as well. Blades are moving, so the wind must be blowing. These are some slightly bigger fields in here. Number 40 on the right hand side, number 37 on the left. Definitely one of the bigger fields in the map. Sticking with a very European field, as in no hedges, no fences, things like that, so you've kind of no hassle with getting big machinery in and out of a field here. It's not like one of your UK maps. Ooh, we'll take a drive right down the end of this road. I think I can see 3 buildings of some sort. Let's go and investigate and see what they are. I just noticed the railway crossing coming down there as we were driving down here. So this is another place where you can get the train from, and this is the grain mill. Okay, so this is another one that we can buy. Where you can obviously go in and drop off grain as well, sell grain. How much is this one worth? 96,000 for this one. And what else have we got around here? Definitely saw another couple of things on the map. It's the livestock auction. Seals every week, licensed and bonded. Ah, there you go, good, trustworthy people. Fully approved, fully licensed. Get no rubbish sold to you around here. And, yes, this is where you can go and buy and then get stuff in your pens from there. Hopefully. I do like the little animal chute they have here for them to go up to and get loaded onto trailers from. I wonder if it actually does that in the game. Whee! Okay, right, enough messing about there. Sure they don't want me falling off their equipment and breaking my legs. Alright, so we'll take a bit more of a drive around here. Just enjoying the scenery now. Having a look about. Oh, another railway crossing. Yep, make sure there's no trains coming. I might go and explore and see if I can find a bit of the woodland, just to see what the rest of the map has to offer in that sense. But yeah, just noticed as well, it's good that there is traffic on the map. The traffic isn't stupidly... Ooh, okay, that's the edge of a map there. Is it? There's a car coming down there. Wow, if that is the edge of the map, I really couldn't tell. Okay, let's just try that. See, I'm assuming I can't drive through there. Nope, yep, that definitely is the edge. There's some kind of a barrier there. That's a fantastic way of doing the edge of the map. Yeah, there's no way at all I could have told that was the age. So congrats on that. I mean, I'm looking at the mini-map and driving around and I didn't see it coming at all. Yeah, fantastically well done. Okay, now I'm getting nervous that I'm going to drive into another invisible wall somewhere. Everything just feels really nice driving about this. It's full of twists and turns, undulating hills, nothing's flat. Oh, we've got a little farmer's track. We're going to take a drive down this. See where this one goes. Yeah, everything just feels really organic. Loving this one so far. What was that? Oh, I thought that was sugarcane there for a second. That's just corn, just some really tall maize. I was going to say sugarcane wouldn't quite be right for here, but... I'm driving into a forest area here now as well. That's what I was looking for. I'm trying to get into this bit, just to see what's in here. I think this is an area you can actually buy. So it would be one of the ones if you wanted to do some more traditional forestry. Looks like it's more normal, kind of those straight spruce pine trees, whatever they are on it. Not too sure what species of tree they are. Lots of lovely little toadstools around as well. Loads of little details. That'd be a great place to go and do some forestry work. Yeah, sorry Mr. Car, no, I don't think I'm on a one-way road. It might be, it is quite narrow. Cars are coming down it anyway, so we'll motor along. I'm sure they can drive around us, or we can drive around them. Yeah, and there's another edge of the map. Again, wow, it just blends in perfectly. I wouldn't have seen that as being the edge of the map there at all if it wasn't for those crosses coming up. Or top-notch job for that. Really well finished there for your aging. Right, so I'll try and find myself a route back home again now. Oh, over another little bridge. It's like a double bridge. Ah, it's probably a railway off on the left-hand side there, is it? It's supposed to be the railway bridge, or is it just another one? Not quite sure. Ah, quite a big drop down there. Need to be careful if you're nipping around here with a tractor and trailer. No crash barriers, make sure you're not going over the edge. Here we are, home is back within sight now. And we'll take a little nip into field number 2 whilst we're driving past it. So this is one of the fields you start with, and yeah, as I said before, it did look quite steep, and now we're in it, definitely is. Yeah, if you were chugging up this with a big combine or a trailer full of grain, it's going to be a fairly steep pull, that. Yeah, and you need to watch some of the equipment that you buy on this. Fields definitely aren't flat. I definitely remember doing some kind of grain in there to the left before. I wonder if I just planted that field out, or if it always was a cow pasture. I can't remember. But I definitely remember having a combine harvester in there. And doing grass in that one off to the right hand side, field number 1. Definitely mowed a lot of grass in there. But this is us back home again now, back into the main yard. Alright folks, thank you so much for joining us for that quick whistle-stop tour. I've really enjoyed that today. It's been a trip down memory lane for a fantastic map that I know I've played before, and I know I will be playing again. I haven't looked at everything by any means. I kind of don't want to look at everything on these tours anyway, because there's so many things to explore and so many things that are good fun whenever you find them as you're doing the plays. That it kind of spoils it if you see too much of it up front. If you have enjoyed this one, please do those normal YouTube things. Leave us a like down below, leave us a comment, give us a share, interact, let us know what you want in the future. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you do, you will almost certainly see me playing this map in the future, and I think it's going to be a cow and sheep farm. I don't know, I haven't done pigs yet though. comment down below, let me know what you want to see from it, and we will always accommodate that. As ever guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Waldo P. Barnstormer. We will see you again. Join me on Camston, join us in No Man's Land where you can see more like this. But for now, have a good day. Bye now.